What's up everyone? Alex Corey here with cultivatedchange.com. We're in the new garden and I want to do a quick video on zones and watering. So I'm over near the front of the house. We got some squash and tomatoes, summer squash, or rather winter squash here, and then some zucchini and summer squash there. I won't water those in the middle of the day, and I also mulch them for water retention. So it rains a ton in Asheville, North Carolina, because it's a temperate rainforest, so it just pours most of the time. And those guys get bacterial disease, fungal disease, basically everything. So anything you can do to protect them from soil splash helps. The winter squash is the same deal, but not the same thing for spring leafy greens or root vegetables. So these guys I'll water. Since I just transplanted them maybe 2 weeks ago, I'm still watering them every day if it doesn't rain, just until they get solidified, and then I'll forget about them. But let's walk around to the summer stuff, or rather the spring stuff. We've got more tomatoes here, tomatillos, tomatoes, and peppers. I won't water those, but once maybe every 2 or 3 days, depends on how hot it is. Like it's pretty baking today, so I will water this evening. I don't water in the middle of the day, and when I water, I don't water the leaves. Again, that's how you encourage bacterial, fungal diseases. So in general, nightshades, water the base of the crop. So if you're farming, you would set up a drip system for this. But with the spring greens, I put them far away from all the summer stuff, if you can, if you have space. So if you see all that, beets, lettuce, and arugula, and then a whole bunch of kale right there. That I just watered because it's 80 and it's almost June. So that needs water every day because it'll bolt. And you can keep that going for another month if you water consistently. But that's also planted so closely where I couldn't, if something else was in there, like a tomato or a pepper, I would water it by accident, and then you encourage all those diseases that we mentioned. So if you have the luxury of planting things in the space, put your nightshades and your cucurbits elsewhere from your baby root crops and your leafy greens, just because the watering timelines are going to be completely different. It's one of the most critical things I picked up from farming. Permaculture has that principle. It's one of the things I do like about permaculture is zones of different things. So your herbs and your salad greens and your baby root vegetables, things that you use or tend every day, put closer to you, and then the more long-term stuff that you don't have to pay attention to, put further away. It doesn't matter for this context because everything is about 15-20 feet away from the house, but it is nice to not have to think about what needs water and what doesn't in the same bed. I could just blanket water everything leafy green wise at the same time, and it'll get a little more complicated whenever things start growing in the middle of summer. But it also starts raining here way more frequently, so not an issue. Until next time.